Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to be looking at the full moon reading for the sign of Leo. Alright? Sign of Leo. Full moon was June 17th, today's June 18th. I'm just a day behind. I do apologize, technical difficulties. Nevertheless, the moon is still full in Sagittarius. And we're going to get your wild unknown animal spirit card out to see what animal spirit is coming with you, walking with you, supporting you during this full moon period. And the timeline for this reading is probably energies that have come into your life in the last month and probably will be around your life for the next month or so. Maybe even a month or two. So we'll see. Full moons are all about harvest, reaping the rewards of your hard work, getting back the fruit of your labor, right? Karmic cycles coming, getting your karmic comeuppance, whether it's good or bad. Closing out karmic cycles, right? You may be coming to the end of a long karmic cycle, finishing one stage and moving on to the next. But we'll see. Show us what's going on for our lovely Leos today, June 18th, during this full moon period. Show me. All right, Leo, your animal spirit for this period is the shark. Wow. Very, very heavy water energy. Alchemical symbol for water at the top, the upside down triangle. The shark. Wow, the shark is a predator, right? He goes after what he wants. He seeks out. He's the biggest, baddest, right? Sharks are quite wise, though, quite smart, right? Very, very intelligent, direct, right? They're very much their true selves, A shark is a shark is a shark, They can't hide who they are. They don't have any kind of other behavior besides shark behavior. So this is very much like Leo in your most Leo almost, right? But the lion didn't come out. The shark came out. And the shark is more of a nature kind of animal spirit. The shark reveals your true nature, your true desire. If you don't pay attention to the shark, he's dangerous, right? He's lurking in the depths. The shark is kind of like, this energy is heavy. It kind of lurks. It kind of, there's a lot of tension, right? When the shark is in the water. There's a lot of tension. He's always watching. So it's a time when this energy, when this kind of animal spirit is walking with you, it's a time when you need to be quite honest with yourself. You need to face up to who you are, who your true self is, right? The warning is that if you don't, if you continue to pretend to be someone you're not, or pretend to be perhaps happy if you're not, or pretend that nothing is wrong when something is very, very much wrong, right? You're going to start to feel this tense kind of energy around you, right? You'll feel wrong. It'll feel wrong to you. It's going to start, perhaps it's a form of behavior that you've been in for quite some time. But because of that shark kind of animal spirit energy around you, that kind of tension, you no longer can do it. And when you do, try to avoid the truth, it feels heavy, right? It feels heavy. It feels like somebody's watching, or and it may not be somebody per se, but it's almost like your higher self is watching and saying, that's not really true, right? So let's get into your cards. You may notice some powder on my hands. It's very hot where I'm at on the East Coast, so I have to put like baby powder on my hands to shuffle the deck, or else the cards get all stuck. They don't shuffle good for me, so. All right, show me what's going on for our lovely Leos. Full moon period. We've got this heavy shark energy, admonishing them to be true to themselves, to their true nature. Let's see what's going on for Leos during this period. June, full moon in Sagittarius for our lovely Leos. Show me. I need reaffirmations, affirmations, warnings, all the energies that they're going to be dealing with. I need a clear picture, all right? Clear picture that I can clearly show to my lovely Leos. Show me. So even there's a hesitancy in the cards right there. And that's the, you know, that hesitancy to be honest, to be straightforward is it's what this card is admonishing right now. You have to be direct. You have to be true to who you are right now in order for things to work out for you. In the center, you've got, wow, it's harmony towards 6 of Cups covered with the sun. Wow, it is really about your true desires in nature with 9 of Cups there as well. 9 of Cups being like getting everything you wish for, but still being kind of apart, not being in your happily ever after, still holding something back, you know, still kind of like perhaps looking to the next best thing almost, right? But at the center, you've got 6 of Cups, which talks about a journey towards happy relationships, enduring relationships, long-term relationships, right? Joyful. A youthfulness in it, right? But yeah, there's a happy union here. A union that it almost feels like it's fated. You know, it feels like it's meant to be. The sun is as well. So the energy right now, you have a lot of forward energy, a lot of fiery energy, right? Kind of reaffirming your union. You know, you're getting, you know, everywhere you turn, it's kind of like reaffirming that everything is right in the world with you two. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. So someone is coming in with an offer of some kind of abundance or offer of a job. This is weighing on your mind. This is in the back of your mind and your subconscious. You're thinking about this. You have either already know this person is coming in or they've already contacted you, but it's been an offer that's been a long time in the coming. And so now you're kind of contemplating it. But 9 of Wands, you're at a period right now where you're at the end of a long kind of like struggle. You've taken a breather. Taken a minute to look back on everything you've gone through, especially with this offer coming in. You know, this offer may change a lot for your present livelihood or your situation, your living situation, whatever it is. This is quite important or heavy coming in, right? It's something that might be quite dear to your heart or that you've been looking forward to for quite some time. And now that it's coming in, it's like you're taking a moment to like look back on everything to make sure that this is really what you want and perhaps to make sure you're making the right move. Hanged Man, there you go. So you've been in Hanged Man energy for quite some time. Nothing's really come along that's really sparked your desire, right? Sharks talking about being true to your desire. But if nothing has been sparking your desire up until now, you've been feeling very relaxed, like sitting in this kind of like Hanged Man energy. But now, most recently, something's happened that's made you realize you need to move. Something's piqued your desire, right? I don't believe it's this offer. I think this peaking, this waking up, right, happened before this offer came in. I think it has something to do with perhaps your love situation here, your relationship situation. King of Swords is as well around. So certainly someone is around who's really cutting through. They're requiring you to be honest, to speak with them, to communicate with them. You have no choice, right? This person is part of this journey that you're on, that you're almost over with. It could be somebody you work with or a family member. But this person is part of this journey. And you're looking back, and they've played some kind of dominant role in it, right? Perhaps an enforcer role, maybe a mentor role, like the one to be the disciplinarian, to set the tone, to set the rules and regulations. Like I say, this could be somebody you work with, a boss. Or it could just be a dominant figure in a relationship, a partnership of some kind, but it's some kind of dominant figure that's been in your life as long as you've been dealing with this kind of road that you've been, this stage that's coming to completion. 9 of Wands, right? 9's talking about being alone. 9 of Major Arcana is the Hermit. So it's solitude. It's doing things in isolation from others. So although this person has played a big part in what you've been going through, you certainly aren't necessarily doing it together. You definitely feel apart from them. You feel like you certainly have done all the work on your own, or whatever work you were assigned you did on your own without any support. And now comes in, once this period is finished, you're going to get your money coming in. You're gonna get to this level of abundance perhaps that you haven't been at any but previous. Another 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. You're very, very close to kind of closing out a karmic cycle. You're not quite at the 10 yet, but you're very close. You're close to finishing this stage of your life that's been quite troubled, right? Could be a place you've been living, a job that you've been doing. It could be something that you've been engaging in for the last year or two. It could have been a rehabilitative situation. It could have been just some kind of situation you had to be in that was a hard road for you, but that you will come out the better person for. The same thing as financially. Up until now, there's been a lot of financial heartache, I believe. There's been a lot of working and not necessarily getting the rewards that you deserve. And all of that is coming very much to an end. Your money's going to start to come in for you. There's going to be jealousy. People are going to be very envious of what's happening for you. It could be people that may have been on this ride with you, and they may have had their own trials and tribulations, but because you're getting your rewards coming in, and it seems like things are looking up for you, certainly with this relationship in the center, you know, whether this is a new or old relationship, it's certainly taken a step towards commitment, right? It's taken another step towards commitment, and it's taken another step forward as far as progress is concerned. And you have someone, you certainly have one or more people who are quite jealous. These could be ex-lovers. These could just be friends who are jealous of the time that you're spending with this individual, with your new love, or with your new level of love. They could also be jealous because they see that you're coming to a period in your life, right? They see the progress that you made, and they can kind of see your pot at the end of the rainbow coming for you too. Hermit, another 9. Wow, another 9. So again, this is the 9 of the major arcana, and this is the body. This embodies the essence of the number 9, because the hermit is solitary. He does work on his own, but what he does in solitude, he is working on himself or herself, her enlightenment, her spiritual path. Hard shadow work. Hard shadow work. You know, facing yourself in the mirror, owning up to your responsibilities, facing the times that you've lied to yourself and others, the times that your pride has stood in your way, the times you were wrong about something, the times that you flew off the handle and someone was hurt because of it. Those are the type of hard things that we have to face and accept and realize consciously that we've done, take responsibility for. That's part of the shadow work, and you can only do that in solitude, away from others, without the input of others, because it's very personal, solid work, you know, solitary work. But it also harkens the end of a cycle, and soon enough the rebirth. After the 9 comes the 10, which is Wheel of Fortune, and all of these new opportunities as a result of the work that you've done here, right? You've done, you're coming to a very, very beautiful time. Interestingly enough, the Sun is another 9. It's the 19. It's the second 9 in the major arcana. So they've both presented themselves in your reading here, Leo. So this is all about you taking the last step, you know, in your own path, in your own developmental path, and pushing forward. Getting that momentum to just push forward through these last, sometimes can be the most trying steps, which is the last steps. High Priestess, beautiful. That's what we need. We need the High Priestess. We need our spirituality, the confidence that comes from the magic within us. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. Let that allow you to increase your self-esteem and your confidence to go forward. High Priestess is very powerful. It's the High Priestess, too, in the major arcana, the unity of yourself and your deeper sides, right? It's the High Priestess that gives the energy to the Magician to manifest. Coming together of the 1 and 2 produces the Empress, ultimate beauty. 3, ultimate symbol of union, bonding, beauty, indulgence, luxury, creativity, motherhood, the ability to now continue to create. The 1 and 2 come together to create Empress, and within the Empress, she embodies the ability to give life perpetually, right? She's the embodiment of giving life now. So it's like, you know, the juice of the high priestess, it manifests along with the magician, produces the womb that life comes out of. Do you understand? We're talking about archetypes here. So when the high priestess shows up, it's a sign that it's time for you to get very much into your own spiritual. Tap the power of your own soul and get into yourself. Meditate. Listen to, open your chakras. Listen to messages that are coming in. Trust your gut. Have confidence, right? In the magic that is oftentimes unseen, but that is very much present. This will give you confidence at times when you have no other way to get confidence to push through. Sometimes people ask, well, where do I get that strength from? The strength comes from faith and spirituality. That's why people who are a lot of times are very religious people, Christians, for example, American Christians, you know, you meet a woman. This is an example I give of typical Americana culture. When you meet an older woman who's a church-going American woman, white or black, it doesn't matter. She is a Christian, American Christian woman, and her faith is so strong. That is the magic. That is the high priestess. It doesn't matter what your religion is or what your dogma is. The magic comes from the faith. She has such faith in the things that are unseen. She believes in her spirituality. She believes in the teachings of the church. She believes in all of that very much. She doesn't need to see tangible proof around her. And it's that faith that gives her confidence when she needs to get that strength. It's the same thing with the high priestess. It's that faith you have in yourself. Whatever your system of belief is, right? Dig into that. It's different than the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks more about a commitment to your faith. High Priestess talks about using that the energy of your faith, using your faith to fuel you, to fuel your magic, to fuel yourself, to fuel your self-esteem and your forward progress. So let's get some clarity on this for you lovely Leos. This is a serious time for you guys. Are really about to come to a very, very wonderful, fortuitous stage. Of course, free will is always there, so it's really up to you, right? Let me not switch these. Give me some clarity on this reading. We want to go deeper. We want clarity on these cards. Show me a deeper picture. I want to know more for our lovely Leos, so that we can show them a little bit more about what and where these energies are coming from. So show me. Show me. All right. Adjustment, justice, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. There's your inspiration. 2 of Wands. There's your forward momentum. Prince of Discs, right down here. Prince of Discs is same as Knight of Pentacles here. The Universe. Been coming out for all the full moon readings. Knight of Swords. Communication and a Victory also been coming out for all of the full moon readings. What did I say? There's the Empress. Right? There's the Empress. Abundance, creativity, luxury, luxuriating, feeling beautiful. You feel beautiful right now, Leo. Right? You are very much your true nature. Right? But you feel gorgeous. You feel creative. You feel like you have everything you need to go forward and create your abundance. Justice has come through to clarify. So this, yeah, like I said, this offer coming in on this Knight of Pentacles has been a long time coming. And like I said, I think it's something you've expected. And with the Justice card coming out over it, it's something, it's almost like a payback, a comeuppance. It could be a settlement that you've been waiting for, right? But it's certainly, you know, justice is being served by this opportunity coming towards you. It's something you've deserved for quite some time. And it's almost as if the scales of justice are, are balancing because of this offer coming in. No wonder you've taken some time as well. A lot of it is associated with a love offer. It could be that this offer, this financial offer could be right now interfering a little bit with an offer of love that someone is coming forward with to you. And another reason why you've taken this Nine of Wands, which is kind of a respite, looking back on everything you've gone forward with, gone through, right? It's taking a pause before you get pushed through that final Ten of Wands stage. And I think this pause is because of this opportunity, but also there's a suitor in your life. There's someone. And I feel like the center, it's the individual associated with this relationship in the center that you very much are wanting. You want this more stable journey to commitment and harmony in a relationship. And like I said, you feel like that. You're getting affirmations from the sun because certainly this person is coming in like that. But take heed. Knight of Cups is not necessarily committed. And though right now it does feel like a commitment, just be careful with the Knight of Cups. If this isn't a long-term relationship, if this is just the beginning of a relationship and it feels like one of those whirlwind romances, take heed. Be careful. Be kind to yourself with that Empress, because the Knight of Cups does not necessarily come with a long-term commitment. Here's that Ace of Wands that's gotten you off of the Hanged Man. Again, Ace of Wands can be a new project or a new relationship, right? And I think this is it. I think this person, this Knight of Cups came in for you and was like a real bang, a real Ace of Wands, like, ah. Because like I said, the Hanged Man doesn't come off of his, comfortable perch there. Time, he feels like time is on his side, right? He doesn't care unless something really sparks his interest, right? Hanged Man, you have the High Priestess here. She's 2. Hanged Man is 12. They're both part of that same energy, 2 and 12, right? Duality in yourself, trying to find a unity within yourself, extremes, balancing extremes, trying to find a balance in extremes, right? In the Hanged Man, we find the extreme of holding on to something, being comfortable in a certain position, right? And that's an extreme kind of behavior, right? Now, the difference between the Hanged Man and the High Priestess, where the High Priestess is very cagey with her wisdom, right? She doesn't just give it to anybody. She'll help you out if you ask her. But the High Priestess is very much keeping her wisdom and her information to herself. She understands the power of what she knows. And she's very, very cautious. So you really have to come to her and beg her kind of for her help. If you're looking towards someone with a High Priestess. Now here, it's High Priestess within yourself. But, when you're coming towards someone who's emitting that energy. But with the Hanged Man, it isn't so much that it's that you have to go and beg him. It's that he has to see something that's worth his time. He has to see something or notice something, or something has to come into his life that's worth his time putting an effort into. Whereas the High Priestess is one where you have to beg her for her effort and her help. This one, also extreme, won't come down unless it's something that is really, really, really of high interest to him. And the Ace of Wands is certainly something that will do it. And so, coming on from the Ace of Wands, you have 2 of Wands here to clarify this. This is pushing forward with a plan, taking the next step. And like I said, you're coming to the end of a completion here with somebody. This King of Wands is involved, and you're certainly taking the next step with this individual. I think you're going to feel quite a lot more confident with this person. 2 of Wands is Mars and Aries. These are Tibetan warheads, so you really got a lot of confidence now. Where that you may not have had it with this person before, but it's almost as if, as a result of everything that you've gone through with them and this kind of trials and tribulations, that this hard road and work that you've gone through with them, they have inadvertently made you so strong that now you're able to stand up to them and you don't need them anymore. And that is one of the reasons why this period is coming to a close. You're ready to move on with your own ideas and your own kind of goal without needing this person to be the leader anymore. Prince of Discs, here you go. 9 of Pentacles. Remember I said all of this work is going to kind of, part of it is kind of, you're going to have a financial completion, right? You're going to finally get those rewards coming in. What clarifies it? The Prince of Discs. It's the same Prince of Discs that's here, right? Here's Prince of Discs in a Thoth deck, but the Prince of Discs is the same as the Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Discs. So this offer, like I said, that you've been waiting for a long time is certainly a vindication, and like I said earlier, will bring in the rewards that you know you've always deserved. Beautiful. I love it when clarifying cards come up like this. Prince of Discs, Knight of Discs in both positions. Here we go with the Universe card coming out. It's been in every reading. People are envious and jealous because they see you dancing the light. Fantastic, right? But it's not going to matter to you because you see them from a worldly view. You see the whole picture. You've got perspective. You've got clarity. And you just don't care. It's almost like you're leaving them behind. This petty energy. It could be energy that used to really upset you, that you may have bit. You might have bit, you know, I'll bite. That type of, you know, they might have pulled you into some of that. Now it's kind of like they kind of just really vanish. You really don't care about your haters anymore. You've come through such a long cycle. It's been such a long cycle for you, and now you feel wonderful. You feel like you're right where you need to be, and it's very much let the haters hate. They really have no power over you. Knight of Swords is coming in, so yeah, you were in your hermit mode doing a lot of shadow work. Certainly as a result of this Ace of Wands, it could be that this Ace of Wands came in so powerful and really shook you out of your kind of stasis, that it shook you out of your stasis right into hermit mode, which isn't stasis, but it's like a complete self-reflection, like I said, right? And I think that this individual is someone that you have great in communication with, and that's what it is. You love their communication. Knight of Swords is coming in, right? So they're very quick-witted, they're agile, they're humorous. You love talking to them, Leo, right? They've been very single-minded in terms of coming to you, right? Knight of Swords and Knight of Cups can very much be the same energy, right? It's just explaining a different way that they came in. Like I said, this is the part about them that really, really turned you on, but the Knight of Cups side is the fact that they can be flighty. They're not committed. And the Knight of Swords is not necessarily about commitment. He's about achieving a certain objective and then moving on quite often, right? But he comes in with a focus. He comes in with communication. He comes in out of a spirit of creativity. Could also be that this person is going to come in and bring you out of your hermit mode. You know, even though you've been shaken out of your hanged man, that doesn't mean like you're just going to completely come back to life. Could be you're shaken out of your hanged man, gone right into your shadow work with the hermit mode. But now this individual is bringing you out and telling you it's time to come out. It's time to come out and play. Okay, and I think that this has very much to do with someone, you've got people, someone you're in love with, someone who's kind of, no, I'm not going to say you're in love with, but someone that you think you may have a love connection with. It feels like very much a whirlwind romance, right? A very quick thing that started very fiery. You may still be going through it, but you're doing all of this other work. You've got all of these other things going on in your life right now, which are actually bringing in much deeper long-term rewards than this relationship right now. So be very careful right now. Be nurturing. Remember, Shark is saying be true to yourself and your desires, all right? This is not the time to kind of, you know, start bending and changing because this kind of love affair has got you all riled up or got your attention. You've got long-term cycles closing off right now that you've worked very hard for. Don't lose sight of that, because once you do close them off, you're going to be getting to the next stage, which is full of abundance and love. And this may not be the only love relationship that comes in. It's not guaranteed that the people coming in right now are part of this Six of Cups. What is guaranteed, I believe, is that Six of Cups and the Sun is coming your way as long as you maintain the course and you don't drop the ball at the end of the race. All right? Like I said, this could be coming out of a long-term rehabilitative period or apprentice period or some kind of period where you've worked really hard and, you know, you need to finish it properly so that you can get your kudos, so that you can get your abundance coming in. Okay? So it's very much about you being steadfast, being focused, staying true to you or who you are, staying the course. All right, Leos, I'm going to call it. This is the full moon reading for you guys for June. And if this resonated with you, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. I love you, Leos, so much. So for right now, all I'm going to say is have a wonderful, wonderful full moon June. Bye-bye.